Jack here again. Dennis, I want to know some of the finer points of hockey, the examples. For example, what is icing?
Well, icing happened when all the players are in the other end of the rink and they throw the puck over my head. So I lift my arm like that, and the referee stopped the game, and then it all starts up.
What is high sticking?
Ice sticking is like that, but you don't do that. You do that. You go to the box 2 minutes by yourself. You feel shame. Then you get free.
What about slashing?
Slashing is like that. Just some English pig with no brain do that.
Hi, Yvon. How are you?
Fine, absolutely, Jack.
Great to talk to you. Want to know, did you play hockey as a kid?
Not much, but I did. Like everybody born in Quebec, I learned to skate at 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite sport were basketball and football.
What age did you skate at?
We had a ring at my uncle behind my uncle house, and we had a team called the Squirrels, and we played again other parts of the city. And on summertime, we used the same jerseys to play football.
Oh, nice. Do you still keep in touch with any of the actors from the past? It was 45 years ago the movie was made.
Yeah, a few of them collaborate with fundraising. We're doing some fundraisings maybe 4 or 5 times a year. And Alan Nichols there, the Ensign Brothers, Jeff, uh, uh, yeah, somebody's sending me something on my iPhone. Anyway, we are a few of the actors and hockey players who do those fundraising, and that's very funny every time. So many people knows the lines of Slapshot and enjoy the film even 45 years after it's been done. It's like it's like a gift every time.
Yes. How were you discovered for the movie? How did they find you to do the movie?
Yes, they were looking for a short, squat French Canadian. And they came to Montreal. Um, George Hill was the casting director. Not Mike Fenton. George Hill was the director. They were lead by a friend of mine, Donald Pilon, with whom I had made a few movies. And after having auditioned maybe 300 people, they were unhappy with the people they met. And Donald brought them to watch some parts of the movies we had done together. And as soon as they saw me, they said, "Yes, we want to see him today." And I live 500 miles east of Montreal. So they bought a plane ticket to the closest airport, and I made it the same day. I met Mike Fenton. They were staying at the Ritz-Carlton in Montreal. And he told me about the movie. I did not know if it was a Western or what was that movie all about. He brought me to dinner and told me the whole story. Well, the movie stars on you and da. And around midnight, I read the script from one cover to the other one, and we auditioned. We did the opening scene, and he was giving me the lines. And as soon as we have been through the pages, we start improvising, and I had already a good idea who was Denis Lemieux, and I had the answer the same day. I had the I was so happy to be able to work with Paul Newman. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, he was an he was one of my favorite American actors.
Wow. And you got to work with him. Was he?
Oh,
Yeah. Did he hang out with the guys a lot after the movie or anything like that, or was he?
yes, we became because of the fundraisings. We became like brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we talk to each other very often, and it's always fun to get together. And it's a big party.
Nice.
You know, collaborating with people who raise money for cancer. We did some fundraising for Newman's Charities Old in the World Camp.
Yeah.
It's always during a golf game and a dinner the same night, and that's always fun. And it's I work very often with Kerry Goulet, who um, who is having two foundations: Shoot for a Cure,
Mm-hmm.
for raising money to study the injuries of hockey players, and the other one is Stop Concussions.
Mm-hmm.
And we did 4 tours in Germany. I had to learn German lines. Instead of who owns the Chiefs, it was Wim gehört the Chief. Gehören. And I went to Australia a few years ago, and I was with Daryl Sittlers and Tiger Williams.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was great. That was surprising because they were not known very well in Australia. But as soon as I came in the arena with my Denis Lemieux jersey on, everybody yelled. They were all happy. Yes, that movie is going all around the world. I received a few days ago a letter for my first fan living in Sweden.
Oh,
Yes,
nice. Nice. Uh, I want to ask you. So the movie was not filmed in Charlestown. It was filmed where exactly?
in Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had a hockey team, and all the professional players in the movie were picked up from that hockey team.
Wow.
Uh, we were a bunch of actors too, and we had a very good collaboration between actors and hockey players. So it was a fantastic shooting time. That was fun.
Nice. How long did the bus scene take? When you guys were on the bus and you were playing cards and you lost your shirt, you said. How long did that take to shoot?
Maybe a few hours,
That's all. Okay.
more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the fight scene? You know, the brawl in the middle of the
Yeah.
ice. How long did that take to shoot?
You know, we had to do only a few plans in a day. You know that was we. You know, the movie is still there because we took time to do everything the best way possible.
Mm-hmm.
George Hill was, when I go in the stands and a lady comes and break a bottle on my head, and I fell back on the ice. We had to reshoot 3 times
Oh.
because George Hill said, "Yvon, you open your eyes." The last time you close your eyes. The last time I left my eyes open, I fell on the ice and had a cut in the back of the head. But
Was
now it was okay.
yeah. Wow. It is a great movie. Did any of the actors get hurt during the scenes, fight scenes, or anything? Anybody ever get hurt?
I've been hurt. Just the last Saturday, before we start shooting, we were supposed to start on Monday. We were all on the ice. I was wearing my goalie equipment, and I was in the goal. And George Real has asked everybody, actors, hockey players, not to slap shot me inside the blue line. But Jerry Hauser came maybe at 10 feet in front of me and slap shot, and I made the save with the interior part of the knee.
Oh,
But I'm missing a part of equipment.
oh yeah.
So I fell on the ice, and I was almost crying. And George Royal skated to me and he said, "Yvon, are you okay?" I said, "I made the save." So he sent me to the hospital in Johnstown, and they asked the doctor who was taking care of the hockey team to come and check my knee, and he put me on crutches for 3 weeks.
Oh,
So I was afraid to lose my part, and but they all came in my room. George Royal with the Screw magazine, Paul Newman with a basket full of fruits and a bottle of Fin Napoleon.
wow.
They I girls had wrote a song just to tell me that I was gonna be Denis Lemieux. Don't be afraid, you will be there.
Nice.
Yes, it was nice, but I had to be double
Oh,
by Ron. Ron Dawkin was the actual number one goalie for the Jets,
so he was a
and
stunt.
he was lefty
Oh,
and right-handed, so it was almost impossible for me to get back in the goals for the scenes where it might have been dangerous that I was hurt one more time.
yeah.
They hired me as an actor and for the funny parts of it, and I think I did a good job.
You did great. You did
Yeah.
great. Did anybody else get hurt on the scene or anything you
You know,
recall?
yes, one of the actors had a skate just behind the ear,
Ooh,
and he was a little cut, but we were lucky.
yeah.
Uh,
Ooh,
Nothing major. Yeah.
yeah. So how many of the actors had to learn how to skate?
Uh, Not so many. I mean, just Paul Newman had to work on it a little more because he had a big part to do. But most of the actors who auditioned had played hockey at least a bit, so everybody were good on skates.
Did Paul Newman like really skate well? Like he knew how to skate when he came in, or did they really have to teach him, or did he have a stunt double?
Yeah, for the scene that might have been too fast for him, he was double.
Okay. How about when he?
But
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
that's okay. Go ahead with your
Oh,
question.
well, when the one he was fighting, was that really him fighting, or was it someone else using a stunt double?
Sorry, it's a long time ago.
Oh. But yeah, just wondering, like, because Paul Newman looked really good out there, and I was just wondering if it was really him skating.
You know, he was an actor. Even if he had to be double for certain parts,
Yeah.
he was ready to be there anytime.
Yeah.
He was in great shape. He was 52 at the time, and we had a pool in the hotel, and he was in really in very very good shape.
Yeah. Uh, it would have been great to bring the original Chiefs back to the second movie. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, but the Henson brothers uh, s- saw that movie like their own life story.
I see.
Yeah, and they really wanted to keep it for them. They made a business out of it. They did some television commercials. They had money from Universal to do Slapshot 2, Slapshot 3, without inviting anyone
Oh,
from Slapshot 1.
yeah,
And I saw a bit of those movies, and they were no funny.
yeah,
That Yeah, no fun, no script.
no,
I was happy not to be in.
yeah. It was not well
I think
done.
huh?
It wasn't well done. I didn't like Slapshot 2, or I haven't even seen 3, but I heard it was not good.
No, that's it. It's I think it was almost impossible to do better than Slapshot 1.
Yeah,
Slapshot 1 is a script wrote by a lady, Nancy Dowd. Her brother was playing for the Jets, Ned Dowd, and he was a very good hockey player. But it was so violent in that league
yeah,
that even if he had signed to do uh, to to do the training camp of the Chicago Blackhawks, he was so badly hurt that it ended his hockey career. It was
oh,
impossible for him
oh,
to go there. So he told Nancy, who was living in LA and learning how to write script, to come in Johnstown and look at it. Nobody knew what was going to happen with the Jets, the violence in the games. So he wrote almost a documentary showing just to get rid of violence in hockey.
hmm,
But that that did not work.
yeah. Uh, I heard there was a guy named Goldsworth, or that was supposed to be in the movie, but then he was pretty violent that they kicked him off.
Oh, he's a friend of mine,
Oh, yeah.
Oglethorpe. Yeah, he lives in Vancouver.
Uh huh.
He did play in he did play in that league, and he's at the jail of Everytown where he was playing. He was taking care to protect his players even in after the games.
Wow.
And somebody told me that once he was watching a game and they started general battle on the ice and he jumped, even if he was not supposed to play. So he was a strange guy.
Yeah. The one guy, when you went into the office and said, "Who owns the Chiefs?" Can you do that again? That was a great part. Remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Who owns the Chiefs? And then I go down and Newman said, "What did he say?" He said, "Who owns the Chiefs?" And what did you say? Owns, owns, owns. I don't care who owns the Chiefs. I go to Florida and I get the money. That was.
That guy was a great actor too. The one that was, I think he was in a lot of Western movies. That other guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, you were talking about Strutter Martin.
Yes.
Yes, and he had done some movies with Paul Newman and George Real.
Yeah.
He was a fantastic actor and a great guy to work with. I think he was the one who really brought the tone of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an inspiration for everybody.
He really looked like he owned the team. Like the way he really made you convinced he owned it.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic man.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
your bobblehead's in the Hall of Fame, or so you're the only goalie not to face a shot and be in the Hall of Fame. What's the?
Oh, no, that's a joke.
Oh.
Because a lot of people believe that I was a real goalie. But because of the accident I had, I could not do my stunts myself. I was doubled by Ron Dawkin. So I'm the only goalie who has some things like bobbleheads in the Hockey Hall of Fame
Mhm.
without having any goals against him.
That's awesome. Yeah. Anything funny happened during the movie, off the set, off the screen? Anything
You
funny?
know, we were a bunch of guys, so it was funny all the time.
Oh,
Everyone was were joking, and that was fun. Some players from the Jets, like another guy from Quebec, Jean Tétrault,
hmm,
introduced me to a lot of people in Johnstown. We were invited to have dinner with them, and the way they did, they were not paying for having people in the stands to shoot the movie. They were offering some visit to Universal Studios,
uh-huh.
and every day we had to shoot in the arena. It was full of people, all people from Johnstown. So we were. It's the most important thing whoever happened in Johnstown.
Yeah, it's a yeah most famous thing. And Johnstown's about an hour from Pittsburgh, I think, something like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I played in that arena. I made another video on my channel talking about where the arena is. So where you went upstairs to the office, that was a physical room. It's
Yes, absolutely, and it's still there.
uh
We did a documentary when we went back to Johnstown, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and it's all there. They had to. Uh, there were another flood. They had a flood long time ago in
yes,
Johnstown.
yes,
Yes, people were saved by a dog. And after the movie was done, there was another flood. So they had to repair the arena and refix some things. But the office, the manager's office was still there.
I remember I tried out for the team in early '90s, and the Hanson brother Steve was the coach. So I did the machine hitting the machine, and he was
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, he was not happy about it. He said, "Knock it off. It's not that funny." And I said, "That's the best part of the movie." He was not happy about it.
No, they were serious guys. They saw
Yeah.
that movie like their own life story, and Universal gave them the best supporting actors for Slapshot 2
Hmm.
to be able to sell it. And they act like stars,
Hmm.
but they're hockey players.
Yeah.
Guys, but hockey players.
At one point, we didn't see them in the movie for a bit. What happened there? Because they were there, but then we didn't see them, and then they came in later, I think.
I think they went to a bar and drank too much. I don't know.
Yeah, Yvonne, it was so nice to talk to you and sharing the memories of Slapshot. It's the best hockey movie ever made, in my opinion. And I love the parts that you had, especially in the beginning that we did. That's just my favorite. It really is. And it's awesome.
Yes, I had a fantastic character to portray.
Yes, yes. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on and doing the interview on my channel. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, Jim.
All the best to you and success.
All you too, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.